Yeah. 2021. This is 22nd.
Yeah, wow.
22nd fight, man.
Crazy.
And this is my third big opportunity. And I'm a superstitious guy, and this is third time lucky.
Third time lucky.
That's what I feel.
So this is your third world title attempt.
Well,
are we just gonna
well, put it this way: it's not a world title attempt.
Yeah, good.
But
good.
the gateway is to world titles. I feel.
Yep.
So I'm treating this as my world title fight.
Yep, good.
It is. It's back in home country. I've traveled abroad twice and I did that when I was green. I was pretty raw. Nearly got the job done, but I spent the last couple of years trying to get ready for when the third time comes, and it's come here unexpectedly, but we're ready.
You're ready, eh?
I'm ready, man.
You've been ready because
I'm fucking ready, man.
Yeah,
Trust me.
this is where you live. Everything's led to this moment, really.
I'm ready. And it's funny how it works because like I'd put in a camp before this, and it was just getting me ready for this big opportunity. Do a camp, get in good shape, dog shape, but then have a week off and reset. We got a big opportunity now. It's just 5 weeks of sparring. Focus on sparring, getting your body right. So, yeah, it's just how it all works. I know.
Yeah, nice.
I feel like the ducks are aligning.
Yeah.
But
So timing.
hey, I'm not looking past him. It's gonna be it's a hard fight. He's a ex two-time world champion, and he's a crafty boxer. He's crafty, but I know it's easy for me to sit up here and say, "Oh, it's nothing I've seen before. I haven't seen before, but I've seen this. I've been there with guys just like him, and I'm ready."
Yeah, nice.
I'm not ready. I have 2 weeks to fine tune a few things, and then I'll be ready. But we're nearly ready.
It's crazy to see where you're at now. You're 30 now. You've had a whole lifetime of boxing, but we're still forever learning.
Yeah,
It never stops.
Like you've always got room to tighten the screws, and
Still tightening.
hey, I was doing it at 12:30 today.
Still tightening, man. It's crazy. What a life we live. And I think you and I have such an interesting relationship because we've lived this journey and we've lived two parallel lives alongside each other. You know, and I've always said this, and you know, I always promote you, always tap into my boxing life because I am a boxer. Even though I've had time off here and there, I feel boxing's my life. Everything revolves around my life of boxing. Now I'm in my workspaces in boxing gyms, you know.
Exactly.
And, you know, for yourself, you'll see all the characters from fans to opponents. You know, the spectrum's huge of just all these different characters in the world you live in boxing, to the point where you still have to lock in and laser in and block out all that noise because everyone's got their own perspective, everyone's got their own sayings, but you have to do what's right for you. So
true, man. And it's hard to filter all that out.
Yeah.
The main objective is to train every day, get ready for the fight date, and it's almost head noise, all the outside little activities that are happening, and sometimes it's not in regards to yourself. It's other people trying to. It's kind of like they're not trying to, but they're infiltrating your workspace and your goal, and then they're not meaning to. So you have to put a line in the sand, and it's a hard way to put it unless you're in it.
Yeah,
you know? We've been there. We've had people that are there to support us. We've had leeches. We've had good people, bad people, and
I think you're at an age now where you know who's who. You keep your circle small and you keep people at an arm's length. But I think there's something that only time can teach. Only time can teach that.
And you have to experience it. You have to go through it, unfortunately, and experience some of the downfalls of being a professional boxer and try and rise to the top. And, 20 years on, I'm still in the sport. I'm still trying hard to get to where I want to be, and I'm still not there. I'm nearly there, but I'm not there. Sometimes you wonder in bed, you're like, will it come, or if, buts, maybes.
Yeah.
But just got to stay focused and work hard, be good.
You've seen a lot of people in the sport in our career. People come and go, and some people stay for the long haul, and you truly get to see who hangs around, because times get tough, times get boring. It's the monotonous work. It's showing up when there's no date.
Yeah.
It's just, showing
And
up.
how many times have we done that?
Oh man.
Or you put in a good hard camp for 8-7 weeks, whatever it is, and then the fight falls through. Or you get an injury and then you're out for 6 months or whatever it may be. And you got to bring yourself back to the gym where there's other killers in the gym, and you got to put yourself back in there with them and match them just to improve, let alone the fight.
Yeah.
That's what people don't see. Like, people see just the fight 10 rounds on fight night, and they don't see the 3 times a week, the brutal sparring that we do, and for years too, for years.
Yeah, it's like you said, 20 years now for you.
20 years for me.
Crazy, man.
My first fight was at 10 years old, and yeah, it's crazy, man. Like, when I think about it sometimes, I'm like, what bloody hell.
When you look at the chapters, you're 30 now. When you look at the chapters, you're a family man. You've been a full-time boxer. And there's something that I have to tell people. You've been a full-time boxer since teenager when you made the Com Games. How old were you when you made the Commonwealth Games?
Oh, 23?
Young.
23,
young. Yeah.
23, man.
And then from then, you've just been back-to-back pro. You've been just a full-time boxer.
Yeah.
This is your work. Like you said, people only see you in the glitz and the glamour of the sport, but the grinding is on the day-to-day basis. People don't see that, How do you feel you're at now at age 30? Kids are growing up. You've got a good routine happening. You've got a good team, Coach Benny, condition coach, everything else, all your food and diet and everything. Do you feel this stage in your life, you're a bit more seasoned, or like?
Yeah, I feel like I'm definitely in my prime right now. I'm in my prime. I've been through a lot of tribulations, downfalls. I've had to bring myself back up out of that to, chase that dream that I always dreamed of as a young kid. But right now in life, I'm happy. I've said it a few times, but this is definitely my second part of my career. And we're going to kick it off on July 26th with a good, hard, meaningful fight against Fulton. And I hope everybody's watching.
July 26th, Afterpay Arena, Sydney. It's a big card. So Errol Spence versus Tszyu, Jermall Charlo, Colin Mazudia, Stephen Fulton, and then yourself, Liam Wilson. That's a huge card, man. This is crazy, eh?
Crazy, yeah. And like, to be a part of it, I feel I feel blessed. I feel blessed. I feel like I definitely do deserve it. And something just feels right. I've traveled abroad to 2 big opportunities in the past, Navarrete and Valdez. One controversial, one I was winning until I lost the fight. In fact, I was winning both the fights until I lost them. And I've had to be quiet, come back to the drawing board in this gym, and be under the watchful eyes of my trainer and even my gym mates, and work hard to get back to what I think what I'm destined to do, and that's to win a world title. This July 26th to me is the world title.
Yeah,
I'm gonna win this fight and go on to bigger and better things, but
you're not overlooking it.
I'm not overlooking it. Let's just focus on July 26th. It's a hard fight. To me, everything's banking on it, and I'm not gonna let this one slip through my fingertips. I don't believe I'm raw anymore. I'm not green. I've had the experience. I've had the big fights, and look, I just know in my heart, I'm ready. I will be ready.
When I look at your past highlights, and then even people like Tszyu, you've fought the world's best. You've shared the ring with the world's best. What does that say about your boxing caliber? But then when I look at great fighters like Tszyu, and they've been at the best, and look what happened with him when he was with that Russian killer. You fought Valdez and then Navarrete, but you were stopped on your feet. Like, you were still standing. It wasn't like you were unmatched and you were like just, they rode through you. That was definitely not it. You stood toe to toe, stood your ground, show that you're at that level, skill wise, and that mental toughness. And that's what I love about you. When I've always promoted you to people, like you've got something special that I don't know, you've just got that grit. You got something that you can't teach that stuff. You've got it,
Yeah,
bro.
I'm not sure. Like, it all comes from just me watching boxing as a kid, and a lot of those fighters I used to watch with my heroes, and I wanted to be just like them. I'd watch fights, and Gaddy, Ward, Morales, Pacquiao, Marquez, and even now, like if I see a really good fight, it'll bring tears to my eyes, and it's just tears of joy, and just that's a fighter. And as a young kid, that's what I wanted to be. So when I'm in those fights, like all 21 of them, even my sparring, man, like I treat, I always jump in the sparring and I give it my all. It's always a fight for me because, I don't want to finish my career and just think of 30 moments I had in the ring in fights. So I just treat my spars like fights, and I go back home and I remember them all, and I get pride off them and happiness, and I take a lot out of my sparring, a lot of my fights.
Yeah. I think, and this is what a lot of people don't understand with fighters, whether it's boxing, MMA, whatever it is. I feel we have an alter ego because you need an alter ego to protect. It's a psychology to protect the body, because once you're in there, you're in battle mode. You're a warrior. Like, for us, this is our livelihood. So it's like, I have to win this. So this guy has to get out, So we have that mentality. And so we have an alter ego that kind of can protect and mask a lot of the just inhumane stuff, because this isn't normal. This isn't normal to be in here. So for you to show up day in, day out and still give it, that's when Mr. Damage comes out. So you have Liam Wilson, and then you have Mr. Damage, and they're two different people.
Yeah.
Because people can say, I met Liam, man, he's the nicest dude, but on TV he's a killer. And they're two different people.
Yeah.
They really are. So this is the alter ego, but it protects you. So when the lights are on and it's like gloves are on and you're in it, and fight nights are where it's at, but even sparring, I feel you carry that. You have this alter ego that protects, and you are that warrior. You have to.
Yeah, like I think of this quite a bit at home, like with my kids and stuff, and I'm like, I carry that persona that I should always just leave in the gym, and that's Mr. Damage, like just a unforgiving, relentless machine. That's how I hold myself in my head, and I come to training at 12:30 every day, jump out of my car, stroll into the gym, and I'm Mr. Damage for the 2-hour period that I have to be. But I'm still at battle with that, trying to switch off and go home and be dad. Go home and be dad and take my kids to the park, and it is hard. It is hard, but I think with age, maturity, it's definitely starting to balance out, and because when I was younger, it was silly. It was hard to do being a professional and just being a bit chaotic in your head. Chaotic in terms of, like reacting to little events and people, and, you have to remember that, no, you're a professional boxer.
Not easy, because we're still human. At the end of the day, we're still human.
That's right.
We still have a whole variety of emotions, and anyone can rub us off the wrong way,
For sure.
And for me, being in the health and fitness industry, I still have people that rub me the wrong way. I'm like, bro, like,
and you're like, if you didn't know.
I'm like, dude, remember, you know what I mean? Like,
yeah.
And this is the world we live in. You can go to, like, I'm the nicest dude, you're the nicest dude, and as soon as I feel someone's like ill intentions, it's like I can match that because it's protection mechanism too. But I'm like, dude, don't be rude. I'm just a bypasser, and fucking be careful, like, because we can go there.
Yeah.
But not that we'll always pull it out of our pockets and use that. But I don't know, us being a fighter as a career, man, I think we carry that all the way through, and no matter what space we're in, as protector. Like, I remember Vegas Lafayette, he was telling me, you know, his childhood when he grew up and he was in a room full of people, he could scan the room to see who's possibly a threat, who doesn't look right, who can I, you know, where's the door type thing. So you have these senses of like just who's in the space. Whether that's fight or flight, who knows? But yeah, end of the day, you can be the nicest dude, but yeah, don't rub you the wrong way, you know. And same thing, and this is where like I'll bring it up, and this is where I love you, and this is where you and I are a bit different. Like when I fought Dib, and there were times when he was throwing the low blow, you know, and obviously I can see what he's doing, but it wasn't in me to give it back. I couldn't do it. I just couldn't do it. Like, you know, I can't hit someone in the back of the head. It's just me. There's still a block wall that I still kind of follow the rules of boxing, you know. And then your fight with Dib, he's giving you the low blows, and you're just like, stuff ya, boom, dropped it, and you're doing the old Willie dart, you know. but you show that I'll match it, you'll match it.
Yeah.
Do you do it to me? I'll give back to you.
Yeah, because it's weird because like we're in the sport of boxing. There's rules to follow, guidelines and blueprints. But for me, it is really a fight. You know, when I hop in the ring, I don't see myself as a boxer. I really don't. My mind isn't like, I don't know, like I'm naturally gifted in some sense, but I just see myself as a fighter, and I fight on emotion, and with the Dib fight, that was emotionally fueled. Hence why everybody's seen some poor actions from me, and that's just the fighter in me. You know, like I said, I don't see myself as a boxer. I see myself as a fighter that can compete in this boxing sport. And I've been doing that for 20 years. Is it right? Is it wrong? But it works for me.
And I'm the same to the extent of, you know, and we'll touch on this, like you really helped me with the Jake Wiley fight on the Matchroom card. And that was such a cool experience because you and I, same thing, I didn't overlook it. You know, had I won, I'd fight again, whether we rematch or whatever it is, you know, but the loss came and then I was able to put that to bed. But we really rode that together. But when I cracked, and we spoke of this, but when I cracked Wiley, boom, my hands going, let's fucking go. Like, but that's
and
just
that's,
that.
And that's the fighter.
It's the fighter,
the fighter. And like, yeah. And people wouldn't know this about you, Skin, but you've got that dog in you.
Yeah. Well, it comes out from time to time. Yeah. If I'm pushed.
Yeah.
But yeah, like I was like, fuck, let's go. Yeah. Let's go.
For sure, man.
Crazy.
And I feel like we need it. I know I need it. I know I definitely need it because if I didn't have all those little attributes, whether they're good or bad, I don't know if I'd be who I am. It makes me who I am, and there could be some haters for it. People could be fans because of it, but it works for me, and it's not leaving.
It's not leaving. I love it. But this is what makes you special, you know? It's what makes you special. And we have such an interesting boxing brotherhood over the years. It's a long time. We're here now. Look at this. It's crazy.
Yeah. 17 years ago, Skin.
Crazy.
17 years. Crazy, man.
What are some of your earliest memories of Caboolture, our days back then?
I was a young kid, right? And I'm always very inquisitive. Yeah, I was 21 questions every night, 4 nights a week at Caboolture in the Caboolture days, and we'd start on the stairs for a warm up. And the whole time we're on the stairs, I'd just ask about your weekend. A very inquisitive kid, and just that we're pretty much sparring partners the whole time at Caboolture. I'd be there trying to kill you, and your shoulder roll and your Mayweather sort of moves back then used to frustrate me. And yeah, we grinded off each other. We had big fights in the amateurs. We traveled the world together. We traveled the world, not together, but you know, on different occasions. But we helped each other get ready. We fought some big fights nationally and internationally. We got some big wins. But yeah, no, just heaps of memories, man. Like we traveled. We were in the back of like little caravan parks with Don Tindall.
Yeah.
Little shacks, we were shacked up in a 1-bedroom room, going head to toe in bed. It's
crazy.
But yeah, we were boxing brothers, and you know, there's so many memories there.
Yeah.
And I always hold on to them. Like there's one part of fighting, all the fights that we've had. And it's like, yeah, it's good to get the rewards of that, but just the living the dream, traveling and, you know, being, for me, I was a kid still. I was a little kid, and I thought it was the best childhood of that you could ever dream of.
Yeah.
And I was in it. I knew I was in it. Like, and I loved it.
You're living it, man. Living the dream. And what do you make of our, because do you think we know each other so well, being sparring partners?
Sure. Even like Vegas, like me and Vegas have done so many rounds. Me and you have done so many rounds. When we spar, they are the most hardest spars I have in Australia. The rounds of you and Vegas are just, for me, so like, we know each other too well.
Yeah, yep.
Like, you're retired now, yeah, Skin. But I've been working with you in the sparring, and to me, and that's probably a catch-22 here, because I'm sitting here going, oh, Skin, you still got it. Like, you know, you're sharp, your power's there, you're reactive, your eyes in, and I'm not wrong about that. Like, when you spar me, that's what you're like with me. And Vegas is the same. He's a nightmare to spar. I sparred him today, 8 rounds with him, and yeah, he's a nightmare.
When you know each other so well, but you keep me on.
Yeah.
Like, and this is, yes, I'm retired, but I get to still mix with the best.
Yeah.
And I've still got to be on.
Yeah.
Because if I'm switched off, boom, I'm getting sparked.
And perfect. Like, as in, like, we're boxing brothers. Let's just say you finish, right? You're retired. But man, I spar you this week.
Yeah.
Sharp as ever.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna use you.
You said to yourself, like, with my last fight with Jake Wiley, when I had 3 years off, but I wasn't really in the gym, and then I decided to come back, and I had to get my fitness back. And this is something you've said to me, we've lived parallel lives, and I've gone too far from the gym, and then I come back, and I've gone too far. But you said to me, don't go too far this time. You've still got to stay fit, because me training is me time. I get to have my own therapy, training, fitness, and do my thing. Whereas I'm no longer trained for fights and that, but I still got to have me time in here too with the boys, you know. But yeah, you said don't drift off too far. You got to still stay in the gym.
Yeah. It's too hard to come back.
Yeah.
Too hard to come back. And we both know that boxing somehow brings us back weirdly. It brings us back, whether it's just staying in the gym, keeping fit, or staying in the gym, sparring people like you're doing with me now. And I'm sure you will do for a while yet, Skin. Like for you in Vegas, you and Billy Polkinghorn. You give us quality work. And so for me to you, stay in the gym.
Yeah.
Because, you know, it's a numbers game, and in Australia we're pretty limited with our sparring partners and stuff. And yeah, you give us good quality work.
Yeah. Nah, it's good. I'll still be here, bro. So you're a couple of weeks out now. So what does your week look like? Monday, Wednesday, Friday, 12 rounds sparring? You did
12 rounds, yeah. This is a bit of a weird one, this camp, because like I had a fight originally scheduled for the Lean Para undercard, and that fell through maybe a week out for this opportunity that's arisen now, the fight on July 26th. So I'd already put in 8 weeks hard work, and this opportunity came up. So I had to see it as like I'll have a week off to rest up. I don't want to be overworked for this fight, because then it would have ended up being a 15-week camp. So I rest up for a week, and now I'm in this. It was a 6-week camp, this one. 6-week camp, and I had to really I felt like, because it's my world title fight, I had to really prioritize my sparring. So this is unusual. This is all new for me, and I'm liking it. I'd like to do this moving forward, because I rock up to the sparring. I feel refreshed. I feel recovered. I've done a lot of hard work prior to it, getting the body condition, getting the body right to be able to put in 10, 12 round spars and feel good. So for me, it's we're sparring 3 times a week. And I'm just focused on getting to the next spar 100%. Recovery is on point. My diet's on point. My recovery, everything's on point. I'm just making sure that I get to the sparring 100%. Yeah.
What do you think keeps the fire still lit after 20 years? Just the unfinished journey.
Unfinished journey, man. Yeah. Like always want to be world champion and fight in these big fights. You know what? Like, I'm not sure. Like, my hunger now is like I want to be world champion. Trust me, I want to be world champion. It's all I've ever set out to do. I promised my dad, and it hasn't happened yet. So obviously that's still a big driving factor for me. But just being in these big fights, like I fight this fight, and give me 5 more of them. Like that's what I'm 30 now, so time is ticking. Like, I mean, how old are you, Sin?
37.
37, yeah.
Crazy, eh?
Yeah, see, I know, I couldn't imagine myself.
I think you still see me as like you.
Yeah, I could not imagine
the work that we do.
Yeah, no, yes. See, I couldn't imagine myself being 37 and putting in the work that you're doing.
Yeah.
For me, I want to win the world title and just these hard, big magnitude fights. Like, that's what gets me out of bed in the morning.
Yeah,
I mean, any fight can get me out of bed in the morning. I'm never lazy. I always give it my 100%. But what keeps the fire burning? Look, I've had added motivation over the years. I had my 2 kids. I want to set up a life for them as well. So I'm here working every day of the week. Monday to Friday, and the weekends are recovery. So
just clockwork.
It's just clockwork, man.
Yeah,
it's repetitive. If you see it like repetitive, then it becomes a chore, and then you start to fall out of love with it.
Yeah, nice.
So for me, it's never been a chore ever.
Nice.
I love training.
Nice.
I love it, and
Beautiful.
I love training. I love competing, and I love fighting.
Beautiful, man. So Stephen Fulton.
Yep.
He's I was looking at his record today. So two losses. Shaq Foster was his last one in December, and but that was at super featherweight, 59 kilos. So he was a bantamweight, 56 kilos. That's when he fought Inoue, and of course Inoue is one of the pound for pound best. Went 8 rounds of Inoue, but again, his second loss, which was December last year, that was featherweight, super featherweight as well. So not sure if he's still kind of trying to find the balance in this new weight division.
Yeah.
But you're going to be bigger than him, eh? You're going to be taller.
Yeah, for sure.
You're going to be strong.
Like, he's coming up from super bantam, yeah?
Yeah. He's 8 KOs out of 23 fights.
Yeah. Yeah.
So he's not really a big puncher. Doesn't mean anything. Like,
mean nothing.
A fight's a fight.
Yeah.
But you're 10 KOs out of 18 wins, 10 KOs out of 18, whereas he's 7 or 8 KOs out of 23. So look at the power difference. But again, we don't put that into factor. But he's still me a crafty boxer. This is a 12-round fight.
Yeah. Yeah, it's anyone that knows boxing would know that, he is quite crafty. He's technical. He knows his way around the ring. He's been there with some great champions. He's been a champion himself. And I'm yet to be that. So you don't have to question my hunger. As for him, we'll see. We'll see come fight night. I'm working very hard for him, and I will be ready for whatever he brings. And I hope he's ready for whatever I bring as well, because for the fight fans of the world and Australia, it's going to be good.
You can have all the variables, but like you said, your main focus is just being in tip-top shape.
Tip-top shape.
You're doing everything correct, and you're going to bring your best on the night.
Yeah.
And let's hope he's ready for it. Sure. Hey, that's that.
And, if he is,
it'll be a good fight then.
Well done. Good. It's just a good fight.
Yeah, then it's going to be a good fight.
Yeah.
And that's one thing that I've always admired about you is like when times get tough, it's still, you never look like you're in trouble at all. Yeah. Never. It's like you love the heat. I know what it is. It's like nothing phases you, eh? And I remember there was a fight the other day on the weekend. Who was it? Ennis Boots.
Yep.
Ennis. So he dropped old mate. Okay, what's his name?
Remember? Zana? No,
yeah,
no.
Zayas went
Zayas,
down.
yeah.
Okay, Zayas went down in the first round. Okay, and his dropped him first round. And what I like to see, that was maturity. Zayas took the count and was 7, 8, 9, boom, stood up. He took the count. Okay, that's experience. He's like, yep, he's probably a bit rattled. Stay low, looking at his corner, looking at the ref. Yep, 8, 9, bang, stand up, and then went on. And this is to display who you are. When you first fought Noine, and boom, he got you down, bang, straight away you're up. Like, you're like, boom, nah, boom, carried on.
Try again. Yeah, and he dropped me 4 times.
But you kept getting up. And that's what I mean. When times get tough, it's like you're just boom.
Yeah.
Just summoned up again. You know? But again, like, I saw the experience because I watched that. Zayas, and he took the count. Yeah. But yeah, you in the heat, bang, you're like, nah, try again.
But of like, that's why after the Valdez fight, we've gone back to the drawing board as a team. My promoter, No Limits, manager Glenn Jennings, and Benny we're choosing the fights where they're still going to test us, but we're learning. And for exactly situations like that, if you do go down, let's not just pop back up and still be shaking the legs. Let's pop back up after we take some time to recoup and gather our senses again and get up and get the job done, because I'd done that with Noine and I didn't get the job done. But those little
we learn.
Yeah, there's tribulations. You learn from it. You when you go through something like that, you definitely don't want to go through it again. And
but I'll tell you what, again, and this is just highlighting who you are. Those are cracking punches, and I can say a lot of other people probably would not have gone up the first time or second time. They would have been like, yeah, no, I'll just stay down here. Like, yeah, that's enough for me. Yeah. Because he was a tough fighter.
He was dangerous.
He was a puncher, man.
Yeah, he was dangerous, and I think before the fight or after the fight, the guy that brought him over from the Philippines, he said that he's like the black cat over in Japan. He's come over here to Australia. He's just got the win over. So it was after the fight. Sorry, he just got the win over you. But just so you know, he's avoided in Japan because he's upsetting some champions and big up and comers over there, to only come to Australia and get the next big up and comer, myself. So yeah, he is dangerous.
But look, you avenged that loss straight away.
Straight away. And, he knocked me out in round 6. I knocked him out in round 2.
You knew. So back on that fight, going into the rematch, how were you feeling going into the rematch, knowing that was like your just immediate loss, and then you was going straight to the next camp into him?
No, I knew. I didn't know at first, but I knew that I had to do it, or else I would have to pack it up. Like I said, me as a kid, I used to watch these fights, and I had all these admirations of being this person or that person. And if I couldn't take the rematch against the guy that I believe I could beat, because I feel like I was going to win that fight on that night. I still feel like I was going to win. He took some of my best punches, and credit to him. That's what champions do, and he was that night. So he took my best punches, but I still felt like I had it in the bag the longer the fight went. But it didn't play it like that. He got me, and credit to him. I'm just so glad and lucky that he said, glad to be good because I got to avenge my loss. And lucky for the fact that he even gave me the opportunity to fight him again. I'm lucky that No Limits, my promoter, put the fight back on.
As risky as it was.
It was so risky.
Yep.
It was very risky, because if I lost that fight,
it's over.
Like, it probably would be over. Like, back then I was, 20, 25?
It's not over. But
it's not over, but it's
a sport where it's stop start, and it's like the winners progress and the losers are like, oh, you're not good enough. It's a weird sport like that.
It is, and just as you as a person, can you bring yourself up out of the mud and get back to where you were? But I had no doubt in my mind. It was gut wrenching. The whole preparation for the fight.
Of course,
it was very stressful because I had 2 young kids then too, and I just remember thinking like, oh, the next moments of my life, I hope that my kids see me win it. Like I remember walking to the ring and I seen Charlotte looking at me, and I could hear her voice, and I looked at her and I nearly started crying, and I always thoughts come into my head, and it was like, fuck, I just want to fast forward time and just know if I won. Is Charlotte gonna see her daddy win or see her daddy lose?
Ooh.
Let's go.
We'll find out.
Let's go, Char.
Oh, that's deep.
So,
that's crazy.
Yeah, it was dreadful. Like the camp was dreadful.
Of course.
But yeah, I'm glad I went through that as a person. Like as a person, just to grow from it as well. I feel like going through that, there's not really too much hard in life.
Yeah. Of course.
Like obviously
we live such a hard life as it is, and to keep showing up and keep doing the same thing over and over and over, and the journey's not finished yet.
Put it this way, ready? Can't just name one fighter or is there? I don't know if there's any fighters since that fight. Is there any fighters in Australia that have a loss and come back and knock the guy out or take the rematch straight away? Not many people do it. I don't know. I mean, I can't think off the top of my head. Maybe there is, so forgive me. But I just know deep down in my core and my heart that my story was meant to be take the rematch straight away. And yeah, fuck that, man.
And we're here now.
We're here now. I'm 30 years old.
Yeah.
I've had losses, I've had wins, and I've fought the highest of the higher in the sport. I've travelled abroad, but now we're finding my third big opportunity back here in Australia on the biggest card on Australian soil, and it's a great card with some of the greatest fighters in the last decade, really.
Yep.
Like some of them.
Yep. You're doing this on home soil.
And I don't want to be in there with a tomato can. I don't want to be in there with some guy I'm going to blast out in 4 rounds. I want to be in there with Stephen Fulton. That's what I want to be in there with.
Nice.
And yeah, we're 3 weeks out. Yeah.
Yep. Well, we're almost there, bro. So you're deep in camp, and we're only a couple of weeks away. So July 26th. Pretty much a couple of weeks once this episode goes out.
Yeah.
I'll be there. I'll come with you. You know what I mean?
Hey,
So
Thank you,
our
man.
boxing brotherhood is start to the end.
Yeah. We've got two weeks of hard work to put in, and a week to sort of taper off and just get the weight down, and all the usual stuff. But I'm ready. I'm not ready yet. I'm nearly ready, but I will be ready, and I'm looking forward to this. As a kid, I always dreamed and imagined me being in these fights, and now it's here. Now it's here. And I'd been working towards a fight like this since my loss against Valdez, but I knew I had to take fight. I've had 5 fights since then. I had to take fights and learn and build and recoup, work on my flaws, and there's still plenty more to fix. There's plenty more. There always will be. But I've tightened the screws on a few things, and I'm ready.
We're excited, bro. You've got all of our support. You know what I mean? So
thanks, man. Hey, thank you for having me back, man.
This is it.
Thank you for working with me. Hey, you did the whole last camp with me.
Yeah.
I did the same for you.
Yeah.
So we've been working since,
Yeah. Nah, awesome, bro. Well, thanks for doing this, and couple weeks. So thank you, bro.
Thank you, Sian. I appreciate it, man.